Hello gardeners, and I'd like for you to look at a beautiful mistake. These are volunteer potatoes that were growing in our old compost bin. When I showed it to you in a previous video, I said they were volunteer tomatoes, and there was a volunteer tomato plant, and we've replanted it. We'll go take a look at him in just a minute, but look at all these potatoes, including this glorious red Norland. We did not have a good harvest. Our red Norlands got hit by blight last year, but as you can see, there's a few of them from probably a blighted potato that we threw away. These little fingerlings will be very nice boiled up and put into a salad. The rest of these are, that's a little green there, but you can cut that away. That's a pretty one. These are Yukon Golds, about 3.5 pounds of volunteers. There's nothing like crops you didn't know you were going to get. Let's take a walk outside and we'll show you the tomato plant that Brad has replanted, and then we'll get to some of the other harvesting. It's a busy day today. We started at zero dark early. There he is. He needs some water very quickly. He's already starting to wilt, and that's just a transplant shock, so we'll get some water on him in a few minutes. These are the garlics that we have pulled up so far today. Everything from big to tiny. And this, Brad is working on this. This is the last of the old compost pile. So this literally decomposed over 1.5 years, and it is worm heaven right now. So don't worry if you have to use cold composting. It's just a matter of time, and that is some rich dirt. We have a full big wheelbarrow of it, and that will cover up easily a full 4 by 20 foot bed. Now over here to kohlrabi. If you haven't grown kohlrabi, it's very popular in Germany. And now you can see the size of the bulbs. We are getting to the point where some of these can be harvested. Here's our beans, and we're starting to see growth of actual beans on the bean plants now. Here are a few. So the bean harvest will begin. Notice what happens with a few days of heat and good sun. Everything is booming. We have more beets that we can harvest, but I think we're going to show off the kohlrabi right now and see if we can find one to harvest. They're not all the same size, and some of them are really beginning to be affected. See, these are tiny, only about 1.5 inches across. And then you get somebody like this, which is about the size of a tennis ball. There he goes. Finger for detail. But the largest, some of these leaves are beginning to turn. There's a beautiful one right there. That'll be nice and sweet. Too small. Still just a bit too small. So we'll go over here. The bulb onions are beginning to bulb, and look at how the weeds have just popped up in the past few days. There's the onions starting to come up. Today is weeding central. There's another big kohlrabi. 2 to 3 inches in diameter is what you want to look for. And that's about it, right there. These can be either eaten raw. You can make them as a component of slaw if you wanted. I think this one is the one we're going to harvest. You can try to twist out, but lots of times, there it goes. These things have good broad root bases. There it is. That's just about the right size. That'll be tender. The leaves can be eaten as if they are cabbage, but I think we will put them into the compost bin. Then you will use like a potato peeler and take off the peel, and the inside can be cooked like broccoli, or it can be cut into long thin strips and used raw in slaws. So I've hoped you've enjoyed this. Kohlrabi is a plant that is worth your time. It's a half-season crop. That means we'll be able to add more beans in this area as we take the kohlrabi out. All right? So, mistaken identities over here. What I thought were nothing but tomato plants were tomatoes and potatoes. The tomatoes are looking all right. And, as Brad is talking about over there right now, the worms that we have had introduced into the compost bin are just amazing. And if you're ever into vermicomposting, all of those worm casts are incredibly rich for your garden. That's some of the best fertilizer you'll ever find. All right, folks, you have a good day. Don't forget to like and share. Thanks so much.